Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Jacobs and welcome to the final stop before this sudden death pay-per-view where we will have the first ever Royal Rumble, and it is a big one, of course, here tonight at Dangerzone. We kick off here with the pre-show, and we got some tag team action to kick us off here tonight on the pre-show. As you see, it's a very nice outdoor arena that we have here tonight, and the first team down to the ring is Jason and Tyler, the Chaos Twins. Two people we haven't seen in quite some time. They were up at the highest of highs at one point, capturing the Fight Night Tag Team Championships at Mind Games. However, they swiftly went on to lose those titles at Final Conflict in the Four Corners. Oh no, they lost them in the rematch just the night after, and then at Final Conflict, they went on to lose again in the Four Corners Elimination Tag Team match. I believe Tyler Chaos got eliminated pretty early in that one at the very beginning of the match, and Jason Chaos was not too far behind. The crowd, we have a full stadium here for what is a stacked house for what's going to be an amazing Danger Zone pay-per-view. We've got one stack card and we couldn't all fit it on here, and that's exactly why we're here in the Danger Zone's pre-show. Oxley and James, their opponents tonight. Someone else who knew what it was like to be at the highest of highs. Again, that Mind Games month was a great month for these two as well, captaining and co-captaining the team, but they decided to use their tag team championship opportunity in the Four Corners tag team match instead at Final Conflict, instead of just waiting. And that kind of is poor planning on their part, but it did make for an amazing match. They almost walked out the winner of that one. They managed, KO Oxley managed to make it to the final three, only to be eliminated by JW Cashman. But these two, they're soaring back to the top, and they'll be eager to do so. Big implications for all these matches in the pre-show, because the general manager confirms that in this match as well, the winning team will be put into the Royal Rumble. And of course, this is the reward that they get for being willing to come out in the pre-show despite the lack of TV time that they've had as of late. Snap suplex straight into the cover. And is that going to be enough? No, it's not. And Jason and Tyler, former tag team champions, the only other team to capture the Fight Night Tag Team Championships other than the Wolfpack. They only had it for a very brief stint of a couple of days after ambushing them at Mind Games, then of course losing it to David and Alex just a few weeks later down the line as a Samoan driver. And Oxley and James, of course, winning the Mind Games 4v4 match. And of course, unfortunately enough for them, they couldn't cash in their opportunity to win the titles at the Final Conflict pay-per-view. But these two teams will be looking for more than that. Could you imagine if one of these guys, or one of these guys could go on to win the Royal Rumble, and maybe they can get themselves a tag team championship opportunity? Could you imagine that? The first ever Insomnia main evented by the tag team championships. And we know the tag team championships have the capability of being main eventers, of course. We've seen the capability of all the tag teams here in WIW, in Mayhem and in Fight Night. And we know that they are fully capable of putting on an incredible show as they are doing so here tonight. Of course, we know no one is guaranteed here the spot so far for Mayhem in the Royal Rumble. Two men are about to be crowned, and a third one in the main event of the pre-show, which is right after this, as Trevor Jackson will face Oliver Regem. The winner will be getting their spot into the Royal Rumble, and the winning brand will be getting the number 30 pick overall in the Royal Rumble match. And KO Oxley and Carter James working well here against the Chaos Twins. Of course, Carter James and KO Oxley debuted against each other, if you remember all the way back to their debut. Seems like a long time ago now, but when they debuted against each other, and they were pretty impressive as a tag team when they decided to join together after realizing they had very similar moves, styles, and aggression. And of course, they worked very well together, and of course, have still only managed to capture one shot at the title, and they threw it away. They got the chance to represent Mind Games, and of course, co-captained the first ever winning team in the 4v4 tag team match at Mind Games for Team Fight Night. Unfortunately for them, they haven't really escalated up till then. And then, of course, Jason and Tyler, the Chaos Twins, former Fight Night Tag Team Champions. The twins from South Africa. Been working together for a long time now. Imagine they've been working together for their entire life, but they've been tag team wrestling since the moment they debuted here in WIW. They've been a fantastic team, and they've gotten better and better, but unfortunately for them, they couldn't retain their titles the tag titles. They couldn't cash in on their rematch, and that has led them to this point, trying to find a way to get some revenge. And could you imagine one of the Chaos Twins walking out the winner of the Royal Rumble match and then cashing in on the opportunity to go and face David and Steve in the main event of Insomnia, or no, David and Alex at the main event of Insomnia, sorry, or potentially going the other way, and they could decide to go and take on the League of Gods. Or they could decide, you know what, the singles victory, we can take the title. Look at this, Oxley with the lumbar check. And Oxley and Carter James, even though they have mutual goals as a tag team, they've made it clear if either of them branch out into single success, the other will be completely supportive of it. And right now, going for the win, the backbreakers again, coming in, double backstabber. And very nicely done there. And that's the brilliant teamwork on display there from Oxley and James. Jason makes the save, and Tyler's Chaos survives. But Oxley and James have looked impressive in this one. Like I say, Oxley and James, as much as I'm sure they'd love to cash in together at WrestleMania, I knew I was going to say that. Insomnia, excuse me, we're going for a bigger show than WrestleMania. At Insomnia, I'm sure they'd love to cash in on together, but I'm sure they would also equally love to go for the WIW or Heavyweight Championship, which of course is another opportunity that's on the line. You can cash in on any title you want. There is no restriction. The only guarantee that you will have is that you will main event in that match of your choice at Insomnia. And that's exactly what these two are fighting for here. And it's a good thing as well to have your partner in the Rumble. If you two can work together, if you come in at roughly the same time and you work together, then there is a potential for you two to go quite the distance in the Rumble. Of course, be incredibly awkward if you manage to draw 1 and 2 by some miracle. Of course, the draft order will be done at random. All 30 picks will be done randomly, except for the number 30 pick, which will already be predetermined beforehand. Actually, no, that'll be randomized as well. The only thing we will know for the number 30 pick is which brand that final entry will belong to. And Chaos Twins trying to get people behind him here, and they've definitely struggled out the gate here. But Oxley and James trying their best to keep control, trying to spin him around maybe for the kill switch. Jason said no, and now to the corner. This is not a good place to be in that Chaos Twin corner. What are they thinking here? Oh, look at that big scoop up slam. And now looking at a splash maybe. Big splash from the top rope. And look at this, thinking that might be enough here to wrap up Carter James, but KO Oxley, before the count can even occur, breaks that one up. And now the Chaos Twins continue to go to work here. They're looking impressive. And now to the top rope goes Tyler Chaos with KO Oxley down on the outside. This could be the moment where they can take advantage of Carter James. Beautiful leg drop from the top rope. And now bringing him straight back to his feet. Doesn't want to waste any time here. Has him in the corner. What can he do? Gets him up on the shoulder. Stun gun. Come on, he can't. He needs to land something big here right now. Referee's down. That's not going to help. They're back into the corner again. Tag back in. Another beautiful tag team maneuver. And into the cover. He's bridged. The referee gets up in time. But so does Oxley. Oh, wait, the ref didn't break up the count of the first attempt at Oxley breaking it up. But second time round, he splits them up. And almost managing to sneak the victory there, the Chaos Twins. These are two teams we know will push each other to the absolute limits to walk out the winner here tonight at Dangerzone. Of course, it may only be the pre-show, but high implications. These two and the main event of the pre-show are the only ones who are going to be guaranteed so far a shot at the Royal Rumble match. Whoever walks out the winner. And Jason and Tyler. Could you imagine one of those two win and they go on to turn on each other after the Royal Rumble, and one of them wins the World Championship? That would be a funny turn of events. I'm sure it wouldn't be uncommon for people to turn on each other right before the pay-per-view, but Jason and Tyler have been working together their entire lives. I don't think they intend to stop now. And now look at this, kill switch in the middle of the ring. Oh, and look at that, James surprised. Did you see the look on his face as he saw Jason Chaos get straight back to his feet? Oh, there's a tag. He managed to crawl out of harm's way. Out he comes, and in comes Oxley. And Oxley trying to turn the tide back in their favor. They had the control for the moment, but now they're losing it again. Now in trouble here as Oxley tried to stop the tag from happening, but Jason gets him. And now Jason, can he capitalize? His tag team partner ready to make the tag. No, he's gone to the opposite corner, Irish whip. And now crushing him with a clothesline. Jason Chaos could be close to wrapping this one up now. We've cut James down. KO Oxley is vulnerable. Although Tyler doesn't look to be in the best of shapes on the ropes, has to be said. The Chaos Twins in a good position to potentially go on and win this one now. Big punch that he got there by Oxley to give himself some breathing room and a massive drop kick. And try to crawl away and turn around, make a tag. Oxley didn't let it happen. And Oxley drags him to the middle of the ring. What's Oxley thinking here? Look at Oxley. Oh, and just wearing away on the knees there of Jason Chaos. And now spins him around, looking for the backbreaker again. With the lumbar check. Big stab to the back again. And into the cover straight away. Is anyone going to come and break it up? No. This could be the opening for Oxley to steal the win. 2 count. Big match this is going to be. Remember, the winner's going to the Rumble match. Can Oxley get this one now? Can he wrap this one up? Looking for the powerbomb backstabber. Connects beautifully. Big impact. And straight into the cover. Tyler Chaos isn't going to be able to make the rescue. And it's a big win for Oxley and James. A big tag team matchup. They both had to fight hard for it. But in the end, the match is won by Oxley and James, who have now guaranteed both of them entry into the Royal Rumble match. And that was a beautiful splash from the top rope. Couldn't get the job done. There was the kill switch. That couldn't do it either. But after 2 lumbar checks, they went back to the old reliable powerbomb. And it once again did the trick. Oxley and James, the pride that they have, they've done it again. And they will be booking their tickets as the first 2 Fight Night entries into the Royal Rumble match. A huge victory for them. And we've still got one more person to crown as to who's going into the Rumble here tonight in the pre-show. But what a match from Oxley and James. They needed that desperately, and they managed to pull it off. Big win for them to start off the pre-show. Let's move on, though, to the second match of the pre-show. Main event of the pre-show, then, here at Dangerzone. And this match, of course, as I mentioned before, is a Mayhem versus Fight Night contest. The winning brand will get the 30th pick in the Rumble, and the winner of this match will get a spot as well in the Rumble. So we could be crowning tonight the 3rd entry for Fight Night. And here is the first man down to the ring, Trevor Jackson. And we could also be crowning another member of the Mayhem roster. Here are the confirmed people in the Sudden Death Royal Rumble so far as Trevor Jackson makes his way down to the ring. So far for Mayhem, there is 2 people crowned, and we're looking to crown a 3rd here tonight, and that is Robert Hall and Jaden. They are both guaranteed to be in the Rumble match. And the 2 for Mayhem, of course, Carter James and K.O. Oxley. And tonight, Trevor Jackson is hoping to be the 3rd man to do that and get himself an opportunity, potentially become number 30 in the Rumble, but also an opportunity to get the win tonight and guarantee himself a spot in the Rumble. Remember, the loser of this match will not be in the Rumble match at all. They won't be going to the Rumble. They won't be participating. So the loser is going to miss out on one of the biggest events of the year, and that is Sudden Death. And Oliver Regem out here to make sure that doesn't happen, wearing the same gear that he did at Mind Games. Just making it clear that he's representing his brand here tonight, showing that brand spirit. The former Cruiserweight champion, Oliver Regem, ready to go here tonight. And so far, with 4 confirmed members of the Rumble, and of course 6 celebrities, we have 10 people chosen. That's already a 1/3 of the Rumble chosen. So it's going to get harder and harder as spots start to slip away. And of course, we might not even find out every single spot that's been given before the Rumble. So tonight, we can confirm someone else going to the Rumble, and with the brand that will get the 30th pick. Who can get the job done here tonight and secure that pick for their brand? Bell rings, and away we go. And Trevor Jackson, straight up the gate here with a snap suplex. Not going to waste any time against the former Cruiserweight champion. And look at that, just going straight into the cover. And these two, I can't imagine, want to go straight into this match. They didn't really want to do this match, I'd imagine, because not really big implications for them. They get to go to the Royal Rumble, but if they lose, then they don't get to. And of course, neither of them are guaranteed the number 30 pick in the Rumble. So it's a no-win real situation for them, because they could just wait until the month. They could have, you know, potentially qualified for the Rumble, and they would have probably had the same result. Instead, now there's a chance they might not even be in the Rumble if they can't survive tonight. But the general manager saying to them they've been handpicked and selected. They have to represent their brands now, and of course, if they don't, they are fired. And the general manager has made it clear that they had to do this tonight. This is more for the management's entertainment than anything. But tonight, these two will fight out for the 30th entry into the Rumble, and of course their own spots as well. Regem showing his cruiserweight abilities there as he flies across from the top rope. Trevor Jackson, not afraid of the high-flying stuff himself, but he's I'm sure he, like Regem, prefers the strikes and the kicks. However, he's a big chain grappler as well. A lot of big moves in quick succession, as we're seeing right now. But of course, Regem, as we know, one of the best strikers, if not the best striker in the business. Lots of quick, fast punches that he's capable of. We know he's a very tough competitor to keep down and out for the count. And now look at this from behind. Beautiful German suplex, double underhook suplex. Yeah, so Regem, we know, has those vicious strikes. And of course, the Regem combo, which could put anyone away at any given time if they connect cleanly. And Regem, that's what helped him capture the first cruiserweight. He became the first cruiserweight champion. But for Regem, he's fallen from grace a little bit, and now trying to pick himself back up. And what a year it would cap off for him if he could get himself into the Rumble, potentially win the Rumble as well. A big year that would conclude for Oliver Regem. And now, working away on here. Look at this. Picking him straight back up into an inverted DDT. And Regem is wasting no time here on Trevor Jackson. And now look at this. Going to show off his abilities here. And that is the true strength of the Cruiserweight Champion out on display. And now might be lining up for something bigger. Trevor Jackson able to just sidestep. Big shot to the face. And now Trevor Jackson. What's he thinking here? Oh, look at that. Beautiful package powerbomb. Only gets a 1 count off of it, though. Oh, and you see the frustration building now from Trevor Jackson. Screaming for the end. He's lining up for the roundhouse kick. This could be serious jeopardy now. Can one of the best strikers in the world take a clean strike to the jaw? Roundhouse kick. No, he sidesteps. He sidesteps the roundhouse kick. Very nicely done there by Regem, and now a backbreaker. Well sidestepped, and now can he land something of his own, lining up for the discus clothesline. Discus clothesline by Regem. And that's why you never try to outstrike Regem, like looking for the ending. Regem combo. Regem combo by Oliver Regem into the cover. And no! Only a 2 count. And I was thinking for a second there that Regem just won the 30th pick in the Rumble for Monday Night Mayhem. And of course, I'm sure this would have been decided by Mind Games had it not finished a tie in what was a very fantastic night at Mind Games, one of the best pay-per-views we've had to date. But tonight, everybody trying to contest to that point, and everyone trying to make tonight a night to remember right before we begin the road to insomnia, as we will do at sudden death. Everyone's going to have to fight hard for their big chance in the spotlight to get their insomnia main event. And that's exactly what they're on the line for here tonight, a chance to do that by walking out the winner of the first ever Royal Rumble match. And now Irish Whip to the corner. Oliver Regem in control for the moment, but Trevor Jackson refusing to let him keep it. Regem needs to be careful because Trevor Jackson quite as equally as dangerous of a striker, but also a very strong grappleist, as he's doing here with one suplex and another. Can he connect with the third one here? Trevor Jackson, big connection on the triple German. And of course, you know, he has that vicious knee strike that could wrap it up, but also that roundhouse kick. So Oliver Regem needs to be careful here. Trevor Jackson's going straight into the cover, thinking he can wrap this one up here, and he gets to 2. And look at Trevor Jackson's face. It says it all. The frustration's building. He knows he can put this one away very soon, but he needs to find a way to do it. Might try to be getting him up here for the knee strike. Regem able to just fight his way out. Oh, was looking for the discus clothesline again. Well caught there in the act by Trevor Jackson. who gets taken down by Regem. These two are really going at it here. And remember, nothing personal between these two. It's a matter of business and a matter of escalating their career with the potential of winning the Royal Rumble, the first ever Royal Rumble. What a huge victory that would be for anyone involved in that match. Well, this has been one hell of a pre-show. One of the better pre-shows we've had in a while since Lockdown. Lockdown was an amazing pre-show, and this one has been living up to the hype as well. But Regem got caught watching there, but then went for the strike there, did Trevor Jackson. Regem made him pay, and now grab of the head, takes him down with an elbow, and now can he keep him down? No, he can't. Jackson gets behind, doing well here to try and keep him out of control. Brainbuster, very nicely done there by Jackson. And straight into the cover off the Brainbuster. Is that going to be enough to wrap up the win for Mayhem? For Fight Night, excuse me. It's not. Trevor Jackson. The frustration builds more and more, and Regem can use that if he can mount some offense here and try and shape things back in his favor. Gets in behind. Beautiful slam down onto the canvas. And now Regem dragging him away from the ropes. Wise choice here. He's going to go straight into the cover off of that big slam. Is it going to be enough to pick up the win for Mayhem? He's got it! Regem off the slam picks up the win, and Monday Night Mayhem will have the 30th entry into the Royal Rumble match. What a huge, huge victory that is going to be for Mayhem and for Oliver Regem, who now becomes the 3rd Mayhem competitor to book his place in the Royal Rumble match. What a big victory for Regem, who is desperately trying to get his career back on track, and now even bringing out new moves to make sure he does that there with that huge slam. And Oliver Regem, the former Cruiserweight champion, ready to push for bigger and better things in his career. He's just booked himself a ticket to Sudden Death's Royal Rumble, and he's also won the 30th pick for Mayhem. Look at that, he slaps the chest of Mayhem. That's a true Mayhem patriot right there. Regem steps up for his brand. I'm sure everybody in the back will be loving what he's just done for Oliver Regem. A huge win here tonight in the pre-show. He needed that desperately, and that's exactly what he's done. And that's going to conclude what was an amazing pre-show here to start us off. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you did. Comment your thoughts and feelings on tonight's show. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch you guys for the rest of Dangerzone in a while. Peace.